All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, tonight to Memorial Stadium, District 13 5A Division II matchup between your Cedar Creek Eagles and the visiting Brenham Cubs. Eagles tonight coming in 2-4 in district, and the Brenham Cubs coming in 5-1 in district. If those numbers mean anything, chances are we're going to have a little trouble tonight with the Brenham Cubs, but the Eagles are due, and hopefully they can pull one out to try to salvage a record. That's be second best to 2015 when they actually made the playoffs with 4 victories. They're coming off a loss against the Glen Grizzlies, which wasn't a real pretty sight if you were there or even watched it on YouTube with me commentating. It was a disaster right from the get-go. It was from the opening kickoff where the Eagles fumbled it and left the Grizzlies on their Cedar Creek 31-yard line. 2 plays later, they were in the end zone, and only 15 seconds had elapsed off the clock. So from that point forward, it was pretty much a downward, it depends how you look at it. It could have been definitely an uphill battle, where the Eagles were only able to get 21 points on the board to the Glen Grizzlies 49. So it was a rough outing. It was a rough outing for the Eagles, and they just couldn't get anything started. They had glimmers of hope, but by that time it was too far out of hand, and the Glen Grizzlies just cruised to a victory and probably put them in the playoffs, depending on the outcome of the rest of the games coming out tonight. Tonight, the Eagles have the Cubs, and who else do we got on tap tonight? We got the Pflugerville Conley is visiting Eastview, and Bastrop is traveling to Elgin, and Glenn is traveling to Rouse. So the absolute best case scenario that we're seeing here at Memorial Stadium tonight is the possibility, if the Eagles win, they could possibly tie for that 4th position if Bastrop loses and Glenn loses, because it doesn't matter if Rouse loses, because it's not going to hurt their record at all, and it does not matter if Brenham loses. It's not going to hurt their record much either. The battle is in that 4th position, where right now the Eastview Patriots are 4-2, holding that 3rd spot pretty hard. If Glenn wins tonight, they'll go to 4-3 and secure that 4th spot. But if they lose, they'll go to 3-4, and if the Eagles win, they'll go to 3-4. You'll have a 2-way tie. If Bastrop wins, they'll go to 3-4, so we could possibly have a 3-way tie for that 4th position, and we all know how that turns out. That's either going to be a coin flip, or the teams are going to have to figure out a way to break that 3-way tie. Maybe everybody will meet up at Southside Market in Elgin like they did on Friday Night Lights and flip a coin. Who knows? But that's the way it will usually end up. But like I said, if the stars are lined up and there's 4 moons in the sky and the sun rises in the south tomorrow, the Eagles have a shot. So that's where we leave it off at as far as that's concerned. So against Glenn, like I said, the Eagles struggled, but Brock McLaughlin went 16 for 37 for 240 yards. He got sacked twice, and he threw 1 interception. He had 2 passing touchdowns, one of those to Josh Roberts, number 3, and the other to number 11, Damian Perez. So the other players, as far as rushing was concerned, Brock McLaughlin actually rushed 4 times for a -4 yards. He just could not get his feet under him that game during Glenn. Dominic Ohico is out for the rest of the season, so he tallied no yardage. Davin Winston carried the ball. If my math is right, and I read this, and I went through the score sheet last week a couple of times. There goes somebody's balloons. That's too bad. Tonight's senior night here in Memorial Stadium for the Cedar Creek Eagles. So somebody's, let me see, that's probably about, $14 worth of Mylar balloons that are making their way to the land of Oz right now. So Davin Winston, on my record, shows him carrying the ball 17 times for 145 yards and 1 touchdown, but he also had 1 fumble. He carried the ball a lot. Nothing really big. He did have a couple of runs of 42 and 46 yards, I believe. Everything else was just small chunks, anywhere between 1 and 5, 1 and 6 yards. And those numbers, fortunately add up. But like I said, a lot of that stuff came a little too late in the game, and it was already pretty much out of hand. Damian Perez, he rushed. He carried the ball twice for 7 yards. And then on the receiving side, number 7, Aiden Prince carried it 4 times, or caught it 4 times for 33 yards. Josh Roberts caught it 3 times for 47 yards. And number 11, Damian Perez caught the ball 6 times for 130 yards, and one of those was a 74-yard bomb from McLaughlin for that tally. That resulted in his 1 touchdown that he had. And that's pretty much it. Brock McLaughlin on a halfback pass. He caught a pass and actually ran 38 yards for it, which was a nice little run on that first possession after Glenn had scored their first possession after Cedar Creek fumbled the kickoff. Then Eagles came back and they drove. They drove all the way down to the 23-yard line into Glenn territory on 2 plays and then ended up turning the ball over on downs. So it was just being able to get those plays in sequence to the point where they were being productive and continuously moving the ball towards the goal. But it's just that they played basically the whole night between the 20s. They only got into the red zone one or two times, and when they did, they just could not capitalize on the opportunity. Davin Winston carried the ball 3 times for 30 yards, and the whole offense had a total of 426 yards, which is not bad in a losing effort. That's a key point, being losing effort. That's a lot of yards to get for not being able to capitalize on it. The Glen Grizzlies carried the ball 37 times for 304 yards just on the ground, and Tony Holland, the quarterback for the Grizzlies, threw it 13 times for 53 yards. He had 1 interception and 1 sack and 1 touchdown pass. Everything else was rushing touchdowns, which would have been the other 6 tallies that the Glen Grizzlies put on the board. So as far as tonight is concerned, Brock McLaughlin's coming in 82 for 177 yards, if my tallies are correct. 1,189 yards, and that's only 46%. And 11 sacks, 4 interceptions, 4 fumbles, and he's thrown 10 touchdown passes. As far as receiving is concerned, Winston's coming in tonight with 27 catches for 186 yards. Damian Perez is coming in with 20 catches for 326 yards. And Aiden Prinz is coming in 22 catches for 196 yards. Josh Roberts caught the ball 14 times for 238 yards. So the Eagles have the potential. They have the potential there. They have an arsenal. It's just the biggest thing that's haunted the Eagles this year is just turnovers. That's been the biggest thing. When you have 11 sacks, 4 interceptions, and 4 fumbles, and that's just the quarterback, and then you add on another fumble by one of the running back, or two fumbles by the running backs, and that kills you, especially if you have momentum in a game, and all of a sudden you have a turnover and it just sticks you in the hole, and next thing you know, you're just battling the whole game trying to get out of it. So as far as the Brenham Cubs is concerned, their powerhouse is their quarterback, number 11. His name is Steven Stackhouse. He is a 6-foot, 185-pound junior, and he's coming in tonight 86 for 138 for 1,346 yards, and he's averaging about 168 yards a game in the air. He's not a bad runner either. He's carried the ball 88 times for 348 yards. So he is a double threat in the backfield for the Brenham Cubs. The Eagles are going to have to find a way really quickly to try to control that. Last week against the Glen Grizzlies, the Cedar Creek Eagles had a really, really tough time on the offense or on the offensive line, keeping the Glen out of the backfield. And it got worse as the game went on because they had no substitutes. So the offensive line basically played the whole game because of people out on quarantine and COVID reasons and all this, that, and the other. There were no backups. So instead of getting a 2 deep chart, I had a 1 deep chart. So it was frustrating not only for the players, but I'm sure for the coaches when you think you have a leg up, and next thing you know, that your legs just get taken out from underneath you because of the pandemic or for reasons out of their control. So as far as the rushing is concerned for the Glen Grizzly, or for the Brenham Cubs, their leading rusher is Jason Lopez. He's a 5'8", 185-pound senior, and he's carried the ball 94 times for 552 yards. He's got a 69. I don't have a long here. I'm not sure what his long is, but anyway, with 552 yards on the books rushing, I'm sure he's broke a couple loose. But there's, like I said, Stackhouse, and also number 5 for the Cubs, Javon Dixon. He's a 5'9", 170-pound junior, and he has carried the ball 57 times for 345 yards, averages about 57 yards a gain. So they have multiple assets in that backfield for the Brenham Cubs that the Eagles are going to figure out a way to stop. The Eagle secondary has been a weakness this whole year. So if Stackhouse decides to go to the air, the Cedar Creek secondary is going to be very, very busy tonight. So what else do we got for you guys to get this party started as the Eagles and the Cubs are on the field now, getting ready for the colors to be posted? Like I said, tonight is Cedar Creek's senior night, and we had quite a few. I don't know, with the dance teams and the cheerleaders and the band and the football players, there was probably 30 or 40 kids that walked across the field here with their parents in honor of being the seniors. This will be their last home game as Cedar Creek Eagles. So at the end of the game tonight, they usually do a traditional field walk from end to end and kind of commemorate their time here at Cedar Creek as far as athletics is concerned. Whether that will happen tonight because of social distancing reasons and all this, that, and the other, then, well, that's yet to be seen. We'll have to see what that happens at the end of the game. So tonight, Brock McLaughlin is going to have his hands full as he takes on the Brenham Cubs live here from Memorial Stadium. I'm Pistol Pete. This is your Schlotzsky's pregame show. 4 minutes showing on the clock. The teams are getting ready to come out and do the coin flip. And it looks like Dominique Mojica will hobble out to the center of the field in his crutches as he was injured a couple of games ago to take the honors of the coin flip. He is a senior tonight, so this will be his. Unfortunately, he's got to take his last walk out onto the field in crutches. And number 4 for the Brenham Cubs, what's his name? Trey Lahoon. He is a 5'10", 180-pound senior. He is the captain for the Brenham Cubs. And it looks like the toss is won by the Cedar Creek Eagles, and they deferred to the second half. So the Brenham Cubs will receive to start the game here when we come back from this with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the pre-game. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
I'd like to introduce tonight's color guard, which is provided by the Bastrop High School National Junior ROTC.
Shit of Cedar Creek football. You are now listening to the post-game show brought to you by the live presentation of Cedar Creek.
The world is full of mysteries. Like, why is the word abbreviation so long? Or more importantly, what is it that makes Schlotzsky's lots better for every meal?
Oh, that's easy. It's the bread.
Is it all the savory sandwiches? Like everyone's favorite, the original sandwich, stacked high with ham, 2 kinds of salamis, 3 kinds of cheese, black olives, and lots fresher vegetables.
Yes, all that, but especially the bread.
Or maybe it's all the choices, from lots fresher salads to Schlotzsky's signature pizzas hot out of the oven.
Right, but those are made even better by Schlotzsky's fresh from scratch bread and pizza crust made daily from their delicious sourdough recipe.
Perhaps it's Schlotzsky's new restaurant design with tableside service that makes it the perfect choice for lunch and dinner every day.
I still think it's the bread.
Okay, it's the bread. You've never tasted bread like this before. So soft it melts in your mouth and served toasted to perfection. Find out for yourself today.
You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, welcome back to Memorial Stadium where the colors are posted, and we're going to listen to the national anthem presented by the Cedar Creek Marching Band under the direction of Dalton Davis. As the Eagles get ready to kick it off, Brenham Cubs in town tonight, coming 5-1. Their only loss has been to, I believe, Rouse, if I'm not mistaken. Let me shut that off as we do that. All right, Eric Rodriguez tees it up at the 40-yard line for the Cedar Creek Eagles. They're moving from my right to left, and the Brenham Cubs wearing white with green letters and green stripes. Eagles wearing their all-home traditional blue with white letters, white helmets. As 12 minutes shows on the clock. It's Friday Night Lights at Memorial Stadium live from Bastrop, Texas. That's a squib kick, and that's going to be handled by number 7 for the Brenham Cubs in great field position as he jumps on that. That's Hayden DeGregorio. Jumps on it, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Brenham Cubs at their own 45-yard line. All right, 1st and 10 for the Brenham Cubs as they're coming to the line. One setback. Stackhouse in a shotgun position, 2 receiver, 3 receivers split, 2 near side. Here's the snap, hands it off. No, he's going to throw it. Got a quick throw. Ooh, that ball almost intercepted, or could have been. I think Damian Perez didn't see it. That ball intended for number 16 for the Brenham Cubs, Cameron Richardson. Just over his head. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Stackhouse, shotgun position, waiting on the snap. 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to go ahead and run it. And he gets over the 45 near midfield. Looks like he's going to pick up about 5 where he's finally brought down.
For a 5-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 5 for the Brenham Cubs.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. For the Cubs. Stackhouse waiting on a snap, sends 1 in motion, 2 to the top side. He's going to hand this one off up the middle. That one's carried by number 16. Oh, the ball's on the ground, and it's going to be a fumble, but it's recovered by the Brenham Cubs as that ball got punched out. And it looks like it's going to be covered by Brenham. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 7 or 8 as they place the ball at the 47-yard line of Brenham territory. So a 3 and out for the Brenham Cubs unless there is a little bit of trickery handling here. That ball's on the way. Oh, nearly blocked. He gets a good punt away. That ball's going to come down, and it's going to take a great Brenham bounce inside the 10-yard line. It just died right when it hit. And that ball is going to be placed at the 8, and that's going to bring up about it's going to be about a 45-yard punt for that young man. I didn't see who that was. That maybe number 82, Brant Bender, was the punter on that dealio. Trying out a new. So that brings up a Bastrop signs and banners. 1st down from the Cedar Creek 8-yard line. Brock McLaughlin has 2 setbacks. That's Winston and it looks like Perez, and that's going to be thrown quickly. Or a play action fake, and that's going to be handed off with the right side. I believe Davin Winston with the carry gets no yardage on the play.
Loss of about a yard, 2nd and 11 for the Cedar Creek Eagles.
So it's going to bring up about, going to lose a yard, bring 2nd down and 11. That ball's flipped over top of McLaughlin's head. He's just going to have to throw it away. There's nobody around as he went into survival mode. I'm not sure who snapped that. I got to see who's over center. Looks like 72. A.J. Signer still on center. I'm not sure how that one got away from him. I'm trying to figure out a stat sheet here as McLaughlin brings in the play. And out comes Zimmerman. In comes Josh Roberts. So it's 3rd and 11 with 9:58 to go here in the first quarter. Brenham started out with a 3 and out, and Eagles are 3rd and 11. And McLaughlin looking to throw. He lets that one go, and the ball's caught. No, it's going to be incomplete. That pass intended for number 7.
Pass ruled incomplete. 4th down, Cedar Creek.
So it's going to bring out 4th down and long as McLaughlin drops back to punt for the Eagles, standing in his own end zone. And gets that one away. It's going to be a short one. It's going to take a nice Cedar Creek bounce into the hands in that 40-yard line. He's wrapped up quickly. Can't see who that is that carried that ball. That's going to be number 6 with about a 2-yard return. Aiden Villatoro. And the Brenham Cubs are going to start in great field position in Cedar Creek territory at the Cedar Creek 37-yard line. All right, Stackhouse shotgun position. Hands it off. Got some running room up that left side. Gets the first down up over the 25-yard line. That carry by number 22, Trey Phillips. Quick snap. This time he's wrapped up quickly at the line of scrimmage with no gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. All right, Stackhouse. 2nd down and 10. Stackhouse has to scramble off the outside. That ball's going to be blown dead quickly. I'm not sure what happened there. Figure out here in a second, as I got to figure out this drive chart here really quick. Yeah, we're going to see what's going on. I didn't see a flag on the play. I just heard the whistle. False start on the offense, so it's going to back it up 5 yards. So that's going to back up the Brenham Cubs. It's going to bring up 2nd down and well, I'm not sure why I didn't walk off, but 2nd down and 10. Must have been wouldn't have been from the spot of the foul because it was offsides. That ball snaps. Stackhouse looking to throw. He's got, incomplete over the head of number 18. Brandon Ward was the intended receiver. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 with 8:56 to go here in the first. Still no score, which is a little unusual for we'll just leave it at that. Stackhouse shotgun position, 4 receivers split. He's looking to the right side. He's going to let one go. That one's going to be way over the head of the intended receiver. No flag on the play. Great defense by the Eagles. And that would be, looks like Micah Roberts in that coverage. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 10 for the Brenham Cubs. So it looks like the Cubs are going to go for it. Stackhouse has 1 setback, 3 receivers near side, 1 top side. There's a snap. That's going to hand off the no. He's going to roll a play action fake. Oh, that ball is incomplete. Again, 3 incomplete passes for that young man. And whistles on the play. I don't see any flags, but plenty of whistlage. Well, there is a flag on the play right in the middle of the field. Ineligible receiver downfield, and that's going to be Eagles ball, 1st and 10 on the Bastrop signs. First down from, looks like about the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Cedar Creek. 8:46 to go. All right, McLaughlin shotgun, one setback, 3 receivers. He has the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to air one out, and that ball's going to be nearly intercepted, thrown over the head of Aiden Prinz. Nearly intercepted by Quan Jones from the Brenham Cubs, number 21 in the secondary. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Looks like Deuce Cutshaw might be over center this evening as McLaughlin drops back, sends Davin Winston to the near side. 3 receivers. Winston, there's a nice little bubble screen. Gets out over the 30. He's got some run room before he's finally forced out of bounds up near the 1st down marker. That pass caught by Davin Winston, it looks like. That's going to pick up 8 yards on that pass. I tell you, doing this by yourself sometimes is really difficult, so I'm trying to do the best I can with what I got here. All right, 3rd down and 2. McLaughlin drops back, sends Perez in motion. He hands that one up the middle to Davin Winston. He's got the yardage and the Cedar Creek 1st down. Bastrop Signs and Banners 1st down. It's going to be a pickup of 3. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 36-yard line. 8:23 to go in the 1st quarter. Still no score. He throws that one out to the side again. Oh, that one into the hands of Josh Roberts. Incomplete. He took off running, as you could hear one of the fans on the Cedar Creek side give him a little coaching from the bleachers. Can't say it wasn't good advice. You want to have the ball before you start running with it. All right, McLaughlin has 2 setbacks. He's got Chris Freeman and Davin Winston. That ball's going to be blown dead. And it looks like it's going to be probably a false start on Cedar Creek. So I think Chris Freeman was supposed to go in motion, but it just didn't work out that way. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Eagles. That's going to bring it back to the 31-yard line for 2nd and 15 with 7:57 to go. So McLaughlin brings him back. Shotgun position, 1 setback, 3 receivers top side, playing off that left hash mark. Gets the snap. He's going to play action. He's going to throw it. Oh, and he's got Damian Perez had a second chance at it. And it's going to bring up 4th and 15. He had the ball in his hands, bobbled it. It went up in the air. He had a second chance to catch it and just could not bring it in. And that's going to bring up 4th and long for the Eagles. And it looks like they're actually... Oh, it's going to be 3rd and 15. And my apologies. The penalty kept it to 2nd and 15. So now it's 3rd and 15. There's the snap. McLaughlin is going to keep it. He's got a hole. He's going up the middle. Oh, he slides. Oh, that should be a late hit. He was already slid and then took a hit. But no action on that. So they're going to mark him just over the 35 at about there's a flag on the play. So it looks like it might be a personal foul as he slid and the defensive back came in and made contact with him after he slid. So that will be a 15-yard personal foul if that's in case what it is. And the far referee is looking. He's getting ready to jog this one off, and it'll be a Cedar Creek 1st down if it stands. Yes, and that's exactly what the call is. So automatic 1st down as the ball is going to be placed at the Brenham 48-yard line.
Correction, there is no disqualification for targeting. Number 47 has one, and it's first down.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a disqualification on the first offense on something like that. It wasn't like a targeting. All right, so 1st and 10 now from the Brenham 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Davin Winston goes in motion, comes to the near side to join Josh Roberts. One setback. McLaughlin gets the snap a little high. He's going to throw it off that left side. He's got Damian Perez. He turns and wheels, gets up over top of the 45 to maybe the 44, and that's going to be a 4-yard pickup on the pass. By Damian Perez. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. As, yes, indeed, it is Deuce Cutshaw over center for the Eagles. So the snapping is a little something he's getting used to. Another high snap. That one's handed off to Winston. He jogs and he dances. He gets down near the 40 before he's finally wrangled. He's going to pick up 4 yards on the carry. Not quite a first down. It brings up 3rd down and 2 as the ball is placed right on the Brenham Cub 40-yard line. 6:19 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score, and this is the Eagles' best field position thus far. As McLaughlin takes the snap, hands it off to Winston. He goes up that right side, and he's going to be short. He's going to be short. He may be going to give him a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th and 1 for Cedar Creek. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 1. The clock ticks away at 5:42 here in the first. Winston off his left shoulder. McLaughlin, 2 receivers, one goes in motion. He's going to hand that one off to Winston up the middle, and he's stopped. Just not quite sure on that play call there, but so that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Cedar Creek Eagles. And that's going to bring the Brenham Cubs at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
You're tuned into the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
Yes, you are. I'm Pistol Pete with my son Bart Riefels on the video camera tonight, flying solo from Memorial Stadium. The Brenham Cubs and the Cedar Creek Eagles, 0-0, 5:26 to go in the first. Brenham just took over on downs. There's a handoff up the middle. And he's met quickly, but he's going to pick up probably 2.5 yards. Trying to see who that ball carrier was. White uniforms, green letters, green turf. Looks like number 6 on that carry. That was Aiden. No, he's a wide receiver. Why would he be back now? It's a number 18. I don't know who that was. That ball moved out to the right side, breaks a couple of tackles. Number 6 for the Brenham Cubs. That is Aiden Villataro, and he's going to pick up enough for a first down. He's going to pick up about 14 yards. On that bubble screen. So 1st and 10 for the Cubs in Cedar Creek territory at the Cedar Creek 48-yard line. I'm sorry, 43-yard line. Stackhouse throws out on the bubble screen on that left side. Oh, in the hands of the receiver and out of the hands of the receiver. That'll be an incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10 for the Cubs. 4:42 to go here in the first quarter. Been a back and forth. Nobody's really showing much of a threat here so far, but the Brenham Cubs are in Cedar Creek territory as Stackhouse shotgun position with one setback. He has the snap. He's looking to throw on that screen again. This time he's got the catch. That's number 24. He's going to be short of the first down. That ball caught by Amir Johnson for a pickup of about 7.
Amir Johnson.
Try to translate those later. Okay, I'm talking to myself here. Here's a snap. Stackhouse looking to, oh, he's met immediately. I'm not sure. He should have just jumped in front. You have an opportunity to pick that ball off. That ball caught by number 16 for the Brenham Cubs. It's going to be right at the first down marker. That ball caught by Cameron Richardson. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Brenham Cubs at the Eagle 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Stackhouse has the ball, rolls out to the right side, looking to throw it, dumps it over top to number 24 again. And he's going to pick up about 6 yards on the carry down to the Cedar Creek 29. Let's see where they're marking it at here. 28-yard line. So a little choppy out and or down and out passes are working so far for the Cubs. Stackhouse has the ball. He's fading back, looking to throw, looking at that right side. He's got a receiver and incomplete. Nice coverage out there on the back. Trying to see who that is. That looks like number 11, Damian Perez, forces that incomplete pass. That was great coverage by Damian right there at about the 5-yard line. Probably saved the score. Brings up 3rd down and 5 with 3:23 to go here in the first. 3-man front for the Eagles. Stackhouse hands this one off. Got a little room up the middle. He's going to be carried, bumbled, and stumbled. Does he get enough? He's going to be right at the first down marker. Where are they going to mark it? The flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start. Now it's going to be holding, so that's going to be 10 yards. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Brenham Cubs. So 3rd and 15, 3:05 to go. Cubs having a little mishap there. It would have been a first down if it wouldn't have been for the hold. 2 receivers to the top side. Stackhouse has 1 on his right shoulder, 2 receivers to the near side. Stackhouse fading back, a little weird kind of fallback there. He's under pressure. Has a receiver with nobody around. And nice open field tackle after the 20-yard pickup. That tackle by number 9, Micah Roberts. Picks up 19 yards.
That will bring the ball to the 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Brenham Cubs at the 16-yard line. Here's a snap, hands it off, bounces to the outside. Oh, he stumbles, trips over his own feet, and it was finished off by number 32, Jafar Johnson. And the young man, looks like he picked up about 7 yards on the carry. Should be 2nd down and 3 inside the 10-yard line. That ball handed off number 5. He's got running room. He's at the goal line. The Brenham Cubs in for the score. I got an Eagle player down on the field. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports. This first quarter brought to you by Uncharted Adventures right there out of Kyle.
Uncharted Adventures is the house of untraditional entertainment. From a smash room, axe throwing, a bar lounge, and an area coming soon, 2 lanes of airsoft shooting gallery for the kids of all ages. We are growing to expand your untraditional entertainment. For details, go to unchartedadventures.com or at Uncharted Adventures on Facebook to book your next adventure. That's Uncharted Adventures, the home of untraditional entertainment. You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, back here on at Memorial Stadium, and the young man, look, I can't see what the number is there. It might be number, I can't tell if that's a 30. It looks like a 30. think number 30 is going to be Wim Hof, if I'm not mistaken. What happened to my roster? There it is. No, not number 30 is Marco Portillo. Point after on the ground. It's up, and it's good.
The extra point is up. The extra point is good. Brings our score line.
Number 82, Brant Bender, puts it through to get the Brenham Cubs on top. 7-0 here late in the first quarter with 1:55 left to go in the first. Well, Eagles showing promise that first quarter, moving the ball. Just need to finish. That's one of the biggest things the Eagles have had problems with. They get put to a point where they're 4th and 1, 4th and 2, whatever. They try to go for it, and they end up turning it over on downs in good field position for the opposing team. But Brenham Cubs jump out on top quickly, 7-0 on a 9-yard run by number 5, Javon Dixon, 5'9", 170-pound junior. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. And Brant Bender looks to kick it off with 1:55 to go with his team on top, 7-0. Deep for the Eagles, we got, looks like Josh Roberts and Davin Winston. Winston takes at the 10-yard line. He fumbles it, picks it back up. He's got a little bit of running room. He gets out over top of the 20 before he's stacked up. And the Eagles have just had a very, very difficult time this season catching the ball on these kickoffs, which most of the time result in a turnover. But that time Winston was able to pick it up and at least get 10 yards forward progress out. Looks like they're going to give him 11 yards at the 21-yard line. So 1st and 10 on the Bastrop signs, first down for the Eagles. McLaughlin waiting on the snap, looking to throw. He throws it to the outside. He's got Josh Roberts out over top of the 30 to about the 30, looks like 32-yard line. That'll be a complete pass for 10 yards, and Josh Roberts picks up the first down for the Eagles. First and 10s on the Bastrop banners and signs and banners. First down at the 32-yard line for the Cedar Creek Eagles. 1:43 to go in the quarter. McLaughlin with Davin Winston off his right shoulder. No receiver stacked up on this near side, 2 to the top side. McLaughlin looks to throw in that bubble screen. Oh, and that ball's caught, nearly picked off. He's going to pick up. That's Damian Perez. Is going to pick up about 8 yards on the catch. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 as Perez comes off and Zane Zimmerman comes in. So usually when Zimmerman comes in, it's either going to be a short screen pass to that side or it's going to be a run with Zimmerman in that tight end position as the lead block. McLaughlin has 2 setbacks, 2 receivers to the near side. He's going to throw on that screen. He's got Roberts. Roberts turns and wheels, and he gets tagged down, but he does have enough for the first down all the way up to the 44-yard line. That's Josh Roberts, picks up a Bastrop signs and banners. First down as the Eagles move the change with 51 seconds here to go in the first quarter. Eagles down 7-0. As Wemhoff comes back off the field. McLaughlin has the play coming on. 13 seconds, 12 seconds on the play clock. Deuce Cutshaw takes out over center. Not sure. It looks like Signer got moved to left tackle, it looks like, or left. Yeah, left tackle. McLaughlin looking to throw. He's got all kinds of time. He runs to the outside. He's going to go ahead and let it rip, and that ball's going to be intercepted, but is it caught? Or is he out of bounds? Yep, that's an interception by the Brenham Cubs. As McLaughlin was on the run to the right side, and that ball was intercepted. And the Brenham Cubs will have 1st and 10 from their own, it looks like 42-yard line, with 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So another turnover by the Cedar Creek Eagles. 1st and 10 for the Cubs. Stackhouse, shotgun position, 1 setback. 3 receivers near side, playing off that left hash mark. 1 top side, single coverage. Quick throw to the outside to number 3 for the Cubs. He's got a little bit of running room. Gets out over the 45 to about the 46. It's going to pick up 4 yards on the play. That's Caden Watts, 140-pound junior. 160-pound junior. Now looks like it's going to be a timeout called. What are they going to give him? They're going to give him 5 or they're going to give him 4? I thought they were going to give him 4. I'll bring up 2nd down and 6, according to the spot of the ball. And that timeout is charged. I don't see who the timeout's charged because it hasn't reflected on the clock yet, but I would think Brenham. What am I talking about? It's the end of the first quarter. I'm so stupid. End of the first quarter, the Cedar Creek Eagles down to the Brenham Cubs is 7-0. Let me update that. Oh, man, I got to lay off the pipe. There we go. Been a long day. All right, start of the second quarter. Didn't have far to go. I only had to flip it about 4 yards, 5 yards to the other side. And it looks like they are marking 5 yards on that last play. So it is 2nd down and 5 here to start the second quarter with 12 minutes showing on the clock. Stackhouse hands it off. A little bit of running room. Bounces to the outside. He's up near the 1st down marker. It's going to be close. Looks like they're going to give him to him. Looks like he's going to pick up 6 on the carry, and that'll be a Brenham Cub 1st down. That ball carried by Jason Lopez. Lopez with the ball again. Up the middle, picks up about 6.
And again run by number 13, Jason Lopez. Stopped by number 32, Jamar Johnson.
Hurry up offense by the Brenham Cubs. 2nd down and 4. Stackhouse hands it off again. Oh, he's got running room. No, he's going to play action out to the right side. He's got some running room. Got 1 player to beat. I didn't see what that was. It looked like a run to the outside. That ball carried by number 24 for the Brenham Cubs for the big yardage, Amir Johnson. That was about a 31-yard play. Couldn't even watch it develop. I didn't see if they threw it or if they handed it off. It was great play action. This is a direct snap to a different player that took the snap. Number 9 for the Brenham Cubs is Keona Jones. 5'10", 165-pound senior. He took the actual direct snap. And picked up about 2 yards on the carry. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal. All right, Stackhouse back at the quarterback position. He got 1 setback. Just starting the second quarter, Stackhouse hands it off. No, he's going to play action. He's going to throw it. And, the guy's going to trip up over his own feet, but it was a catch down at about the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. And the Brenham Cubs will have 3rd and goal. That ball caught by number 7, Hayden DeGrerio, out of the backfield. All right, 3rd and goal from the 1. Scrambles out. Oh, he's going to get held up and stopped. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and goal as Stackhouse kept that one, but just couldn't find an opening. And that's going to bring up 4th and 1, and this is going to be a direct snap to another player in the backfield. As one goes in motion, I can't see who came in back there. That's number 9 again. Oh, and he's going to get wrapped up. Oh, he breaks loose, and he's going to get in. What a strong kid. Had opportunity to tackle him and bring him down. That's Kiona Jones with the 1 yard carry in for a Brenham touchdown. Broke 3 tackles to do it.
Player number 9, Kiana Jones.
So that puts the Brenham Cubs up 13-0. Point after pending with 9:27 to go in the half. Ball's on the ground. Nice. That kid's got a leg. He sticks it through for the extra. That's the Brenham Cubs 14, your Cedar Creek Eagles 0. 9:27 to go here in the second quarter. You're listening live on SHN Sports. This second quarter brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Lori Tuggle, agent.
Lori Tuggle, State Farm Insurance. 512-581-3939. Lori Tuggle. Call now. Home, auto, and life. Lori Tuggle. 815 Highway 71 West, Suite D. Lori Tuggle. State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1922.
You are listening live with the Creek broadcast team at SHN Sports.
All right, here we are back at Memorial Stadium, 9:27. I should say welcome back to the Bastrop Material and Supply, located right there on Highway 71. 1433 Highway 71, BastropStone.com for any of your landscaping needs. Call Jaime or Gabby. This whole entire broadcast is brought to you by Roscoe State Bank. That ball taken by Davin Winston at about the 10-yard line. Has a little running room. He's up to the left side and finally gets forced out of bounds after a pretty decent return of about right at about 30-yard kickoff return for Davin Winston. So the Eagles have a Bastrop signs first down at their own 38-yard line. 9:19 to go here in the quarter, or in the half. Eagles down 14-0 as the Brenham Cubs just methodically pick them apart with their running game. McLaughlin has 2 setbacks, 2 receivers to the near side. Bubble screen to the outside. He's got Damian Perez, got some running room, gets up over the 45. Near the first down marker, but he's going to come about 3 yards short. That's Aiden Prinz. No, Damian Perez with 7 yards on the catch. All right, McLaughlin, shotgun position. He's got Davin Winston off his left shoulder. Chris Freeman is in motion. 2 to the top side, 1 to the near side, playing off the near hash mark. McLaughlin nowhere to throw it to. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to he breaks the tackle, gets up over top near first down marker. McLaughlin, second effort, picks up 6 yards on the carry all the way up to midfield at the 50. That'll be a Bastrop signs and banner first down. He saw that bubble screen off that left side collapse on him, and he had no choice but to run. And he's able to pick up the first down and hang on to the ball. It's always a plus. All right, McLaughlin hands it off to Winston. Winston bounces around, gets a little bit of a hole. He's going. He's got a second effort. Ball came loose, but the whistle looks like it sounded like it was blown dead. And it looks like he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. That's Davin Winston. Second down and 6. As Josh Roberts checks into the game, McLaughlin brings the play in. The young man goes to the sideline every play to get the call from Coach Hill or the offensive coordinator. 2 setbacks, shotgun position. Chris Freeman and Davin Winston. Winston goes in motion. Got a throw. Nice pick off. There's an interception again right up the middle. And the man still on his feet. Still on his feet. Finally tackled by the young man the ball was intended for. That interception by number 17 Alandric Andrade
Andrade.
as he picked up another Cedar Creek turnover. Brenham Cubs with great field position at the Cedar Creek 26. McLaughlin threw that ball into double coverage, and the ball was intended for Aiden Prinz. And free safety came over the top, just stepped in front of him, just picked it off. It was really not a lot of effort on the free safety. 1st and 10 for Stackhouse. Has the snap. Keeps it. No. Looks like it's going to be a halfback pass back to Stackhouse. And that's an easy. I didn't even see how that play happened. But that quickly, one play, one touchdown. Looked like a halfback pass, but I didn't see who the halfback was, and that strike was beat for 26 yards and a Brenham touchdown. As on, Benter's on for the point after. That man's got a leg. Could have made that from 40. That's 21-0 here with 7:07 to go in the first half. The second quarter brought to you by Lori Tuggle State Farm Insurance, located at 815 Highway 71, Suite D, like David, Suite D. You can get a hold of Lori at LoriTuggleAgency.com or call her or her staff at 581-3939, 512-581-3939. And if you life, auto, home, I mean, any life insurance, mainly she really, they really underwrite some really great life insurance policies. So if you're in need of insurance, State Farm Insurance Agency, Lori Tuggle. Pillar of the Bastrop community. So just like that, the Eagles are down 21 in the first half. Getting ready to kick off again is Benter. Deep for the Eagles is Prinz and Davin Winston. That ball's kicked. Winston gets it at his own 6-yard line. He starts up the left side and goes nowhere. Gets up to the 15. He's going to pick up 9.
Turn by number 19, Davin Winston will bring the ball right near the 15-yard line as the Cedar Creek Eagle offense takes the field for their next set of downs.
All right, McLaughlin will bring him back to the field one more time for a Bastrop Signs and Banners first down. 7:01 shown on the clock, exactly 7:01 on the clock. Big shout out to all the seniors tonight here at Memorial Stadium, where the dance team and the cheerleaders and the Eaglettes and the band and the football players all got honored as seniors this before the game started. They got an opportunity to walk across with their parents in honor of the senior, being this is going to be their last home game as a whether it's a cheerleader or an Eaglette or a band member, or a football player. So, or it could even be a trainer. I'm not sure if we have any trainers that are seniors for us. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 15-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side. McLaughlin hands that one off to Winston. He stutter steps and he gets dragged down hard for a huge loss of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 14.
And the Eagles brought down the back. That'll be a loss of about 3 yards, 4 yards. Bringing up a second and long.
6:45 to go in the half. Zane Zimmerman comes in. Perez steps out for a moment. McLaughlin has the play starting 2nd and 14 from their own 11-yard line. So the Eagle Band performed in a regional competition this past Tuesday and did well. They received ones on the Division I which is the best you can get if you don't know anything about band. There's 1, 2s, and 3s. 3s means you didn't do very good at all. 2 is you made a couple of mistakes, and 1s means that you did very well or perfect on your performance. And they brought home a trophy, and Bastrop Bears also got 1s, and so those are the 2 5A bands that were in it, and 2 6A bands of Hayes and Del Valle both received 1s as well, as everybody had a great time here at Memorial Stadium for the region. And now we're looking forward to area competition, which isn't even us. Even the 5A is not even in this area competition on December 12th. It's going to be 3A bands, and I think some 4A bands, and 1 5A, and that might be a band out of Georgetown. Just depends. It's so far away with so much going on, we just don't know. So the Eagles bring up 4th down and 12. McLaughlin drops back to punt. Just could not get it started. He lets that one go. It's going to be another short field as that ball bounces up near the midfield line, but it's still going to stay in Cedar Creek territory, where it's going to be right about the 48-yard line, where the Brenham Cubs will start 1st and 10. Cedar Creek band boosters down in the concession stand tonight and trying to serve in the whole stadium, basically, because the athletics on the visitor side ended up with some issues with some quarantine stuff, so they couldn't get enough people to work it. So we wish them the best and any recoveries that need to be, and hopefully everybody stays safe. There's a pass out to the right side, and immediately met by Damian Perez. Forward progress is going to get him 4 yards. Let me see who caught that ball. Looks like 16, Cameron Richardson. Stackhouse, screen out to the left side, has a receiver, got it open, got to break it loose, got to break down 1. And that's Jafar Johnson with a great open field tackle, but not before the Brenham Cubs rattle off about 30 yards on the carry. That's going to be number 16, again, Cameron Richardson. Brenham 1st down from the Cedar Creek 17-yard line. Stackhouse rolls out to the right side. Got a receiver. Oh, threw it behind him. Incomplete pass right at the 1st down marker. 4:44 to go in the half. 2nd down and 10 for Stackhouse. Playing off the near hash mark. Eating clock time up. In the backfield for the Cubs is Jason Lopez. 3 receivers to the top side, 1 to the near side in single coverage with about a 2-foot height advantage. That ball passed out to the right side, and he's wrapped up after a gain of about 4. Up to the 15-yard line. Like number 24 on that catch. Amir Johnson. Stackhouse, 1 setback, waiting on the snap. Rolls out to his left this time, looking for a receiver. He's got 1 at the 10. And forced out of bounds at about the 8-yard line by Micah Roberts for the Eagles. Amir Johnson with that catch again. That brings up 1st and goal. For the Cubs as they're in the red zone again. 3:56 to go here in the 1st half. Cubs up 21-0 on the Eagles. There's a snap. It's a high one, but he controls it. Rolls out to his right, being chased by Gustafson. Thrown back in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete pass. There's a late flag coming on the play. That coverage by Damian Perez back there on the incomplete pass. So one of the linemen got a little too overzealous there and tried to get downfield. That's going to bring up second downing, or first and goal again, except now it's going to be back at the 13-yard line. Stackhouse has to play. 14 seconds on the play clock, 3:40 on the game clock here in the first half. One setback. Stackhouse looks to throw, no step. And he's got a wide open receiver in the back corner. Number 16, Cameron Richardson, drags that one in.
And another reception by number 16, Cameron Richardson for the Brenham Cubs. Touchdown, Brenham.
So that's 27. Benter on for the extra point. And perfect on the night so far. This one is no exception. 3:34 to go in the half. Your Brenham Cubs up 28-0 over top of the Cedar Creek Eagles. You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
Lori Tuggle State Farm Insurance, established in 2003 right here in Bastrop, Texas. She has been a highly respected pillar of this community for over 16 years. Their mission at Lori Tuggle State Farm is to help people manage the risk of everyday living, recover from the unexpected, and realize their financial dreams. They are an insurance agency that's dedicated to you. That's Lori Tuggle State Farm Insurance of Bastrop, making your dreams a reality. Call Lori at 512-581-3939 or visit her at LoriTuggleAgency.com.
You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium where the Brenham Cubs getting ready to kick off again. On top of the Eagles, 28-0 after a 13-yard strike to Richardson for the Brenham Cubs. Make that spread even a little wider. Perez and Winston deep for the Eagles. Ball's on the way, kicked up that right side. Winston's going to take it at about his 5-yard line. Starts up that left side, stutter steps, gives the defense or the special teams time to catch up and take him down at the 16-yard line for a return of 10. So Bastrop signs first down. Let's see what they're doing here. Looks like a penalty on the play. And looks like it's going to be against Brenham, so they're going to re-kick it back to the 35-yard line. So it looks like it might have been an offsides, as the Eagles will get one more chance, as Brant Benter, the 5'10", 155-pound junior with a cannon for a leg, tees it up one more time. Ball's teed up at the 35. 3:26 to go in the half. And the band plays on. Not a bad crowd for the Brenham Cubs. They probably got maybe 100, maybe 200 people on that side. The Eagles on this side probably have 300 maybe for the last home game. That ball's taken by Josh Roberts at about the 7-yard line. He starts up that left side and gets a little bit of room up over the 35. And he's going to get nearly 28 yards on that kickoff return. Josh Roberts will have a Bastrop signs 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Schlotsky's Deli brings the pregame and the postgame show to you. I'm not sure how much of a postgame we're going to have. Not a lot to talk about so far, unless we're going to talk about the Brenham Cubs up 28-0 here in the first half. 3:19 to go. McLaughlin, shotgun position with one setback. He looks to throw. He's going to air one out. He gets hit right when he throws it. Prinz comes back for it. Makes a great catch. What a great adjustment on the reception. That's going to be about a 19-yard pass reception by Aiden Prinz. That was a great adjustment on Aiden Prinz's part to see the wounded duck, and he had to come back for it as McLaughlin got hit right when he let the ball go. He's lucky that wasn't intercepted because it floated pretty high. There's another throw. That one's got Damian Perez right in the middle. He's going to pick up another 17 yards on the crossing pattern. That's Damian Perez for a Bastrop Signs first down. This is where the Eagles have struggled a lot, is they put a couple of plays together and then they abandon what's working for them and end up losing some yardage or whatever. But we're going to see how the Eagles respond to this Bastrop Signs first down from the Brenham Cub as McLaughlin scrambles out to the right. He's going to throw this one. He's going to air that one. Now he's got Josh Roberts all alone. Takes one step back. That's an Eagle touchdown. Josh Roberts from a 27-yard strike from Brock McLaughlin. And the Eagles are on the board here with 2:10 left to go in the first half. By far the best series of downs they've put together this whole game, resulting in the Eagles' first tally. That ball's on the way, and he sticks that one through. That's Eric Rodriguez with the point after. So 3 plays. Oh, what is it? That's 3 plays right at 60 yards on 3 pass plays to find Josh Roberts. He caught the ball at about the 1-yard line, used the momentum in his advantage. The receiver was on his backside, but he was coming over the top or trying to come over the top, and Josh Roberts caught the ball and he just stopped in his tracks, let the defender fly by, and then took one step into the end zone for the Eagle tally. 2:10 to go here in the first half. Eagles finally on the board. See maybe a little bit of trickery here by the Eagles special teams as Eric Rodriguez gets ready to tee it up at the 40. He doesn't have a big leg. He's got a strong leg. He just doesn't kick it very far. So to see an onside kick here, which I'm most likely going to happen because he's only taking a 2 or 3 step approach on this. And he pooch kicks it right over top of the front line, and the ball is wrangled at about the 37-yard line by number 16, Richardson. Was able to jump on that ball, and I believe Cameron Richardson's probably he only got him on the roster here is 6 foot, but he skies over everybody on his team. So I think that kid's probably at least 6'3". He was the one that caught that last touchdown pass in the end zone for Brenham, and he had at least 12 inches over the receiver. Didn't even have to jump. So Brenham Cubs starting 1st and 10. From their own 37-yard line. That ball's handed off up the middle. He's met, but he carries the pack about 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. That ball carried by number 6, Aiden Villatoro. Or I'm sorry, that's number 5, Javon Dixon. That 6 and 5 look really similar when you're 60 yards away and blind. All right, 2nd 5, bubble pass out, bubble screen out to the right side. It's got enough for the first down, being carried down, breaks one tackle, still on his feet, and finally gets slung down after a dance out there which was pretty futile because he got forward progress and enough for the first down. Looks like he's going to pick up about 8.
To the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Brenham Cubs.
There's a pass and a wide open number 24 right up the middle, Amir Johnson for another
Amir Johnson.
Brenham touchdown.
Touchdown. Brenham Cubs.
As the Eagles are just systematically getting dismantled by the Brenham Cubs here with 1:06 to go in the first half. Up 34-7. Bend around for the point after. Ooh, that was a low kick, but still punched it through. Perfect on the night. 5 for 5 as the Brenham Cubs go up 35-7 here with 1:06 left to go in the first half. You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
Are you a play outside the box kind of person, or just looking to unleash some pent-up aggression, or maybe just celebrating a divorce? Whichever it may be, I have the perfect place for you. Uncharted Adventures, formerly 512 Rage Room, located in Kyle, Texas at 395 County Road 202, Building 17B, right outside Kyle on FM 150. It has a huge smash room, 4 axe-throwing targets, with a bar and lounge area for you to relax. You can smash and destroy anything from TVs, computers, glassware, furniture, even cars. It's great fun for the whole family. And coming soon, a 2-lane shooting gallery. Check them out at unchartedadventures.com for details, or call 512-537-3113. Ask for Damon, Trace, Sarah, or Denise. Book your next Uncharted Adventure now. That's Uncharted Adventures. They are the house of untraditional entertainment. This broadcast is brought to you by Roscoe State Bank in affiliation and cooperation with SHN Sports. Fast Track Stone Material welcomes you back to Cedar Creek Eagle football.
All right, folks, back here at Memorial Stadium. Bender with the kickoff. Nice long kick, a low kick. He's going to, gets into the end zone barely as Davin Winston lets it roll. It's going to come out 1st and 10 for a Bastrop Signs first down at the 25-yard line, where the Eagles will start with 1:06 left to go in the second half, or in the second quarter. Which was the second half. Well, I mean, every glimmer of hope is slowly dissipating for the Eagles. McLaughlin drops back, looking to throw. He's under pressure. Going to have to get rid of it. He finds a receiver. That's Josh Roberts. He's going to carry those 2 people all the way up to the 40-yard line. He's going to pick up 15 on the catch.
Scramble and get off the pass for a completion to number 3, Joshua Roberts, for a Cedar Creek Eagle first down. Timeout, Cedar Creek.
So Eagles are going to call timeout with 54 seconds left to go in the first half after that 15-yard completion to Josh Roberts up that left side. Maybe they have a little trick up their sleeve.
Bastrop Signs and Banners is a proud sponsor of Cedar Creek football and the Creek broadcast team live on SHN Sports.
Well, folks, this looks like it's going to be our last broadcast of the year here at Memorial Stadium, senior night, as the Eagles and the Brenham Cubs do battle. Going to turn my duties to the band boosters and try to finish out the year strong. I cannot say at this time what next year has in store or what the rest of the sports in this year have in store. We have a lot going on, so I'm just not sure how that's gonna pan out. McLaughlin breaks out of the pocket, looking to throw. He's going to air one out. That ball's up for grabs. That ball's intercepted again. I don't know where he was throwing that to. That's his 3rd interception of the evening as he just launched it and had way too much air on it, and it gave the Brenham secondary plenty of time to get under it and pick it off. There's triple coverage, only not sure. I think it was the pass was intended to Aiden Prinz out there in that mess of a secondary of white jerseys. So Brenham Cubs have 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line with this 37 seconds left to go. In the first half. And he's just going to take a knee and let that clock run out.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we run down the clock.
And that's going to end the first half.
Halftime for tonight's contest. Reminder, concession stands are open. All proceeds go to support your local booster
Trying to
supporting local athletes. Do what they
get this
love
thing
best.
through the. There we go. All right, as the teams exit the field, I'm just trying to get something done here before I. Trying to put paper here in my dang notebook here, trying to get this done here, that over there, and get ready for the second half. All right, that ends the first half. Got your Cedar Creek Eagle Band coming on to perform with the Eaglettes, and we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with that play-by-play Cedar Creek award-winning Creek Sound Marching Band action.
If you're from Texas, you understand the value of hard work, a warm smile, a firm handshake, and the loyalty of a friend. These defining qualities of what it means to be from Texas are the qualities you'll find in the folks at the Roscoe State Bank. Formed in 1906 out of the farming plains of West Texas, the Roscoe State Bank has been a model of true community banking for almost 110 years. Honesty, integrity, hard work is what being a Texan's all about. And that's what Roscoe State Bank is all about. Roscoe State Bank is a proud supporter of Cedar Creek Eagles and a member FDIC.
Now to the plate at Schlotzsky's Big League Clubs. What a lots better lineup. Chicken and turkey clubs. A power-packed pile of poultry. Ham and turkey clubs. Hey, somebody got stack happy. And that humongous hunk beef and bacon clubs. Catch all three lots better Big League Clubs at Schlotzsky's now, before they're out of here.
Hey folks, if you're needing signs, banners, business cards, stickers, vehicle wraps, political propaganda, and anything else that needs to be printed, then Bastrop Signs and Banners are the people you need to see. Located at 248 Highway 304, Bastrop, Texas. 14 years in the community, the family-owned business continues the path of quality and affordability. Go to BastropSigns.com or call 512-332-0803 for details. They want you to remember that we print it all. Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject, rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Lori Tuggle in Bastrop focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Lori Tuggle in Bastrop, Texas at 512-581-3939 or look her up on her website at www.lorituggleagency.com. And let's put the life back in life insurance. You're tuned into the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium, the Eaglettes are on the field, getting ready to do their performance, and we're going to turn it down and let you
Eaglettes select members who stand out above the rest in practice.
listen to
These
them
individuals are hard-working
or watch them,
by the
whatever you're
high
doing at home.
standards set forth by the Eaglettes organization. Tonight's dancer of the week is Isis Nieves. The Eaglet of the week is Paulina Ruiz Rosales. And the officer of the week is Caitlin Herrera. Tonight, the Eaglettes would like to dedicate this dance to their seniors. As they take the football field for the last time, the Eaglettes will now entertain you with a palm routine to Carly Rae Jepsen's Good Time. Take it away, ladies. Way to go, Eaglettes. Now, welcome to the field, the Cedar Creek Sound Marching Band. This week, the Creek Sound earned their 5th consecutive.
If you're able to pick them out on the field, Eagle Marching Band, if you can see the
this is the highest honor a band
members
can
that are
receive,
in
and
full
we're
uniform, they're
excited
not
to
in
share
like the
our
t-shirts and
award-winning
black pants.
show to you
Those are your
tonight.
seniors on the field that are in the actual full uniform with
Creek
the
Sound is under the field direction
the
of
Eagle
drum majors
emblem
Jasmine
on the
Rocha, Maya
front
Cornelius,
of
and
the
Rebecca
uniform.
Lombardo. The guard member of the week is Annika Payne. The brass section member of the week is Isabel Seguin. The woodwind section member of the week is Cassandra Loki. And the drumline section member of the week is Abed Al-Khalifat. This week, the band would like to thank the Creek Sound seniors for helping maintain a culture of positive spirit and excellence over the last 4 years, and especially for maintaining grit and persistence through the challenges we've faced this season. We hope you put it all out on the field tonight. We will be presenting tonight the final performance of our 2020 production, Journey of Man, with music by Richard Saucedo, drill and choreography by Hunter Duty, and guard work by Hernan Mendieta. And after we finish the music, get on your feet and clap along to the Cedar Creek High School fight song.
All right, there you have it, folks. The award-winning Cedar Creek Marching Band, also known as the Creek Sound. All right, a few numbers for you from the first half. Yikes. Looks like Brock McLaughlin threw the ball 17 times and was able to muster up 100 yards, roughly, give or take a few, with my wonderful stat-taking capabilities that I empower. And as far as on the receiving end of those, we had Josh Roberts with the only touchdown catch for the Cedar Creek Eagles tonight. He's got 3 catches for 40 yards, and Damian Perez, to get his name out, went 4 for 36 yards. Let me see. Davin Winston caught 1 for 8 yards and rushed 5 times for a total of 4 yards. Aiden Prinz caught the ball twice for 24 yards, and that is all I have for the Cedar Creek Eagles. As far as special teams are concerned, I guess we can add one more thing here. So that's 41, 50, about 78 yards, in kickoff returns, which if you return the ball enough, there at least 7 times, you're bound to get yardage. So, as the band makes it off the field, the Eagles and the Brenham Cubs are not on the field yet. 13 minutes, 44 seconds showing on halftime. I don't have anything left to talk about except for the fact that I want to thank our sponsors that have helped us out so much this season. We've got Roscoe State Bank, which took our title sponsor spot this year. That's Roscoe State Bank, located right here in Bastrop, Texas, also in Roscoe, Texas, and in Sweetwater, Texas, 3 locations. So they're located here in Bastrop at 710 Highway 71 West, right there in front of the Home Depot, right next to Discount Tire. You can get a hold of Rick Womble and his staff at bankbastrop.com. That's bankbastrop.com. Or you can call them at 512-303-1800. And they're open from 8:30 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They are closed Saturday and Sunday, but the drive-thru is open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday. Bastrop Signs and Banners, located right there at 248 FM 304, just outside of Bastrop. www.bastropsigns.com. They are a 14-year family-owned business and one of the only original large format print shop in the Bastrop area. If you can think it, they can print it. So their motto is "We print anything or everything." Depends on how you look at it. 512-332-0803. Call Tim, Maria, or Matt over there, and they'll get you lined out if you're into, like all the political stuff that goes on, that comes around every 2 years. They make signs by the hundreds. They make banners any size that you need out of quality material. I've bought several banners from them. I would say probably all the banners that are available here to see at Memorial Stadium were probably made by Bastrop Signs and Banners here in Bastrop. They do car wraps. If you want your car wrapped with something like a business or whatever, they do lettering. They do stenciling. They do, they do everything. Anything they can stick on a car or put on a bumper sticker or stick it in your front yard or hang it on your fence or hang it at your kid's baseball game. They can make anything. The only restriction is your imagination. So Bastrop Signs and Banners right here to Bastrop. And also Bastrop Stone and Material Supply. They're our booth sponsor. I've kind of been lazy on that tonight. Been trying to keep track of the stats and stuff myself. But every time we come back from commercial, that is supposed to be sponsored by Bastrop Stone and Material. So the press box is basically their sponsorship. So they're located at 1433 Highway 71 right here in Bastrop. BastropStone.com. At Bastrop Stone, if you want to look for them on Facebook, see some pictures on there about some stuff that people have done. Their phone number is 512-303-5060. call Jaime or Gabby. They're open from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. I think Monday through Saturday. I think they're open Saturdays too. But if you need anything for landscaping that has anything to do with masonry, they have it all. If they don't have it, they can get it. So if you want to order some, I don't know, some Luder stone out of Luder, Texas, he can get that stuff. I mean, it's their supply and their selection is second to none. Right there. If you need gravel, if you need decomposed granite, sand, they have all kinds of stuff. They've got all different rock sizes, slate, marble, you name it. Lori Tuggle, State Farm Insurance, good friend of mine. She's located at 815 Highway 71 West, right there, Suite D like David, 78602. Lori Tuggle State Farm on Facebook or LoriTuggleAgency.com on the internet. Look up all her all the abilities she has to bring you sound, great, good insurance. Call her and her staff over there at 512-581-3939. Uncharted Adventures. Now this place, guys, this place is cool, man. I mean, this place, if you're into like some weird stuff, not weird like that kind of weird, but like if you like axe throwing or if you like smashing stuff, they have all kinds of cool like paint projects and stuff for the kids. But it's a smash room. It's a rage room. But it's called Uncharted Adventures. It's located right there in Kyle on 396 County Road 396 County Road 202, Building 17B. Their driveway is right next to the school right there, across the street from the church. You can't miss it on FM 150. Going out between Highway 21 and 35, if you're heading east on 150. That will take you right to Uncharted Adventures. UnchartedAdventures.com. You can go there and book your next session. It's reasonable. It's fun. They have group events. It's a lounge. It's a sports bar. They have TVs there and stuff. You can watch games and stuff. And you can smash stuff. And you can throw axe. They have 3 axe throwing targets. And coming pretty soon, as soon as we get it finished up, they're going to have a airsoft target shooting range as well. And last but not least, Schlotsky's Deli, right here, located in Bastrop and also in Elgin. The Bastrop location is 492 Highway 71, Bastrop, Texas, 8 to 10 p.m. Monday through Sunday. They're available on DoorDash. Call 512-332-2867. You can have it delivered right to your house to listen to the game or watch the game on your computer. www.slotskis.com/Texas/Bastrop or /Elgin will get you both of those locations. Located at, or the Elgin location is 1431 Highway 290 right there in Elgin, 78621. And DoorDash is also available there at 512-285-2867 with the same store hours. Luke Merrick over there at Schlotsky's has been a gracious sponsor throughout the years for the Creek broadcast team and a great sponsor of Cedar Creek Sports and actually all Cedar Creek activities, including the band. So if you're looking for any kind of catering or anything like that through Schlotsky's, call one of those phone numbers. Look them up on their website, and they have great deals, great prices on catered food for your next event. Obviously, there's some restrictions due to the whole COVID and the pandemic and everything, so you're going to have to just go on the website or call Luke and find out what they can do for you. So those are our sponsors this year. We're probably going to be idle next year, man. I got to be honest with you folks, man. I really appreciate you guys tuning in this year. I've had an average of anywhere between like 700 to 850 plus views on our YouTube channel at the shnsports.com/Cedar Creek, where all the games that we've videotaped this year are available for you to watch if you want to go back and watch the 2 games the Eagles won in the beginning of the district. It's kind of a bittersweet thing here. I really enjoy coming out here and being out here for the kids and making sure they get some notoriety, and we wanted to be here for the families this year, and the pandemic, and the grandparents who might be a little nervous to come outside because of the whole COVID thing and the whole pandemic thing because they're afraid of getting sick, or anybody for that matter that just wants to stay home and be safe and try to flatten that curve. We're on the air this season for those people, that couldn't make it out here to the stadium, that hopefully enjoyed our broadcasts right here from Memorial Stadium and all of our away games that we attended as well. So we really appreciate everybody that has tuned in and put up with my antics throughout the year, throughout the last few years, I guess, for that matter. I like to come up here and have fun. I come up here and have fun. I'm not the guy you're going to find on ESPN, obviously. I volunteer to do this. The few bucks that I bring in from sponsors goes towards buying equipment and supporting staff to help us out with the broadcasts. And we try our best out here. We have some critics out there that maybe aren't pleased with the way we do things, but all I can say is walk a mile in no shoes. Come up here and give it a shot. I've been trying to get people to help out and hand this thing over to anybody that would want to give it a shot. And so far, as far as the play-by-play is concerned, nobody has stepped up to want to try except one guy, and that was Scotty Martin. And unfortunately, he had to move away to Beaumont for a job. So he was a great play-by-play announcer. Once he started getting into it, he really enjoyed it, and he actually knows football. He knows football like no other that I know. I come up here, I can talk a lot, but really don't know a lot about the game. He could tell you what kind of defenses and offenses and all this kind of stuff that's going on. So we really miss Scotty Martin out there in Beaumont. He used to be was our play-by-play guy last year. So with that being said, the Eagles are getting ready to make the field. The Brenham Cubs just came on. About 3 minutes left to go in the half. The officials are making their way onto the field. The score is 35-7. Your Brenham Cubs, as the Eagles run onto the field with what looks like not a lot of enthusiasm. So, not sure what that means. Maybe it's a diversion tactic to catch the Cubs off guard or something. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, we really appreciate everybody out there that tuned in and listened to us. And if you want some other sports and other football games and basketball games and stuff like that, go to SHN Sports and watch all the high school sports you guys can handle. That's shnsports.com, and a big shout out to Rob Hipp up there in Georgetown. He's the owner of SHN Sports. He's got more on his plate than that plate can handle, but he does it. He handles it like a pro. So SHNsports.com. Tell them the Creek broadcast team sent you. We'll be right back.
Now to play at Schlotzsky's Big League Clubs. What a lots better lineup. Chicken and turkey clubs. A power-packed pile of poultry. Ham and turkey clubs. Hey, somebody got stuck happy. And that humongous hunk beef and bacon clubs. Catch all three lots better big league clubs at Schlotzsky's now, before they're out of here.
Bastrop Stone and Material Supply is a proud sponsor of Cedar Creek Sports and the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, welcome back to the Bastrop Stone and Material broadcast booth, live from Memorial Stadium. Second half getting ready to get underway as the Brenham Cubs will kick away to the deferred Cedar Creek Eagles, and that's on the way. It's a long kick up that right side. Davin Winston's going to take it at his own 9-yard line. He's going to start up that left side, stutter steps a little bit, and gets clobbered at about the 22, 23-yard line. It's going to be about a 15-yard kickoff return for Davin Winston to get this second half started. So Davin Winston hasn't been real effective tonight. You know, he really ran the ball well last game against Glenn. But tonight he just can't seem to get that motor started. He's doing much better on kickoff returns than he is in the running back position, as he's pretty much taken over the running back duties after the injured Dominique Mojica 2 games ago was sidelined and isn't to return. Handoff to Winston, breaks out the right side, gets up over the top of the 30 near the first down marker. Looks like they're going to pull him just short at about the 32-yard line. Should bring up 2nd down and 1. Man, that's loud. So Winston with the 9-yard carry. Brings up 2nd 1, just underway here in the second half. Brenham Cubs up 35-7. There's another handoff up that left side, and he's going to get caught short for a loss, and that's going to be Davin Winston on the carry. And they're going to take him on a 2-yard loss. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. That's my son on those tenor drums right there that you're hearing in the background. Pounding out some cadence. All right, McLaughlin, shotgun position, sends 1 in motion, 1 setback, 2 to the near side, 1 top side, single coverage. McLaughlin fades back to throw. He's got somebody in the flat. That's Damian Perez. Gets enough for the first down, still on his feet, gets up near midfield on a great second effort. Picks up 18 on the reception. That's Damian Perez. Gets down right at dead center midfield as the Eagles have moved to change now a couple of times. For Bastrop signs and banner first down from the 50-yard line. McLaughlin hands that one off to Winston, breaks to the outside, bounces to the outside, and he's going to pick up 2 on forward progress. That'll bring up 2nd down and, well, it looks like they're going to give him 3. 2nd down and 7. He's got speed and he's quick. When he hits that line, if the hole's not there, he tries to bounce outside to find a hole. But the Brenham Cubs playing a 3-man front and stacking up, you know, well, they're only playing 5 in the box, really. 6 in the box, 5.5. McLaughlin looking to throw, airs one out. He's got Josh Roberts on an incomplete pass right around the 40-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. So the ball's placed at the, looks like the 47-yard line in Brenham territory. 9:16 to go here in this 3rd quarter, just underway here in the second half. Eagles down 35-7 to the Brenham Cubs. McLaughlin fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He steps up in the pocket. He's got a lot of room, got a lot of time. He's got Aiden Prinz for the Eagle. Bastrop signs and banner first down. Ball's placed at the 34-yard line. Looks like it's going to be about a 14-yard pass reception for Prinz, as he picks up only his, I believe, 2nd catch of the night. It's been intended a couple of times, just overthrown. 1st and 10. McLaughlin, bubble pass out to the right side. Right in the hands. Just fundamentals. I mean, that's what's killing the Eagles right now. Is that he was there and just had too much time to think about it and just couldn't hang on to the ball. Brings up 2nd down and 10. You can't blame McLaughlin for those. He hit him right in the numbers and just couldn't hang on to it. So 2nd and 10 from the Brenham 34-yard line. Eagles extending the drive with a couple of first downs. Brings up 2nd and long. Freeman goes in motion. McLaughlin has it, hands it off to Perez, or Winston's got a hole. Gets tripped up, gets up inside the 30 or right at the 30. He's going to pick up 4 yards on the carry. He'll bring up 3rd and 6. Well, this coach, Brian Hill's first season is probably not exactly what he thought it was going to be. Started out promising with those first 2 district wins. McLaughlin has the snap. He's going to go ahead and throw it. That ball's low, but is it caught? Looks like the indication is... Oh, it is a catch. That's Damian Perez on the flat. Oh, wait a minute. Where is he walking? No, it's going to be an incomplete pass to Perez. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 6. It's 4 down territory as Deuce Cutshaw comes in over top of the ball. 2 setbacks. One to the near side. Josh Roberts in single coverage, tight single coverage. Sends Davin Winston in motion. Oh, just throws that one into the ground. Turnover on downs. As the Brenham Cubs will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Boy, that crowd mic is working really well tonight. All right, 1st and 10 for the Brenham Cubs as Stackhouse brings it 1st and 10, sends one in motion, has 1 setback off his right shoulder. Oh, that handoff is met immediately on a nice blitz by the Cedar Creek Eagles to throw the Cubs back for a 3-yard loss. I didn't see who had that, who got that handoff. I think it was number 24 or number 6 in the backfield. Actually, I think that's Javon Dixon. Looks like a 6, but it's actually a 5. 2nd down and 13. Bubble screen out that left side. He's got some run room. Breaks 1 tackle. Runs into another one. Carries him over the 1st down marker. And that's going to be a 14-yard rushing or 14-yard pass reception to number 16 out there on that flat, Cameron Richardson. Has a bubble screen out to the right side. It's got number 18 on the reception. Getting drugged down from behind for another Brenham 1st down. That ball caught by number 18, Brandon Ward, for the 12-yard gain. Hurry up offense, Stackhouse. As the snap, hands that one off to Dixon. Dixon's got a ton of running room. Breaks to the outside. He's inside the 20. He's got 1 to beat and drugged down by, looks like Jafar Johnson, all the way down to the 10. That was a 34, a 33-yard run by Dixon. First and 10 for the Cubs at the not sure where that marker's at, because where the ball's at and where the marker's at, it's 2 different places. Anyway, there's the handoff up the middle. Meets some resistance, but carries the scrum inside the 5-yard line before it's finally blown dead. It's going to pick up 8 yards on the carry. The 2nd down and 2 from the 5:25 to go here in the 3rd. Eagles down 35-7 to the Brenham Cubs. Brenham coming in 5-1, going to go to 6-1. That might put them, oh no, because Rouse is undefeated, so that's going to put them in a solid 2nd place in the division for by district alignment. Not sure who they're going to be playing. That ball handed off to Dixon again. He's met at about the 1 yard line, maybe the 2. There's a late flag on the play. Looks like it might be a personal foul. Just retaliatory stuff. The Eagles are getting frustrated. Waiting for the call. Be half the distance to the goal if they take the penalty.
We have fouls by both teams. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 26 of the blue, 23, 3 of the white. We have yardage for a first down, no penalties offset. First down.
All right, so we're going to replay. We're going to replay. They're making it for automatic first down on offsetting penalties. That's interesting. Oh, I guess they got the first down on the rush. So it's going to be first and goal from the 2 yard line on the offsetting penalties. Stackhouse with 1 setback. Gets that snap. He keeps it. He's going to run, just walk into the end zone on the keeper.
And run by number 11, Steven Stackhouse, would be another touchdown for the Cubs.
So Stackhouse walks in on the play action fake, opens up that whole left side. It's going to take it up to 41-7 with Bender coming on for the point after. Perfect on the night so far. 5 for 5. That ball is high, snapped and controlled well, and they make it 6 for 6.
Point is up, and the action point is good. Adding another 7 points to the Brenham Cubs scoreline.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Schlotsky's of Bastrop is a proud sponsor of the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
Yes, they are.
Bastrop Signs and Banners is a proud sponsor of Cedar Creek football and the Creek broadcast team live on SHN Sports.
Everybody's proud to be a sponsor. All right, Bender teeing it up for the, I don't know how many times it is. I lost track. It's 42-7 here with 4:24 to go here in the third. This is about on pace as far as the Brenham Cubs are concerned. They've been winning most of their games by between 30 and 45 points. Nothing real flashy that I'm really seeing from the Brenham Cubs. Just consistency as that ball's kicked up the right side, taken at the 11-yard line. I should say fumbled at the 11-yard line. Aiden Prinz picks it up, and he's going to squat down just over top of the 10 at about the 12-yard line. Maybe we can work on that in the offseason. Looks like he got 4 yards on that kickoff return. It's going to be 1st and 10 with a Bastrop signs first down, or Eagle first down at the, looks like it's marked at the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. McLaughlin with Davin Winston in the backfield. 2 receivers top side, empty on the right side, on this side. 2 tight ends in deep. Looks like we got another quarterback in for the Eagles. And that's a quick pass out to the right and swallowed up quickly as Davin Winston.
19, Davin Winston.
For no gain, and it looks like in for the Eagles
2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
is going to be number 4, Brian Allen, only getting his second action of the season, and he came in one play earlier in the season when McLaughlin went off limping, and came in one play through 1 interception. Haven't seen him since until right now at 3:38 to go in the third quarter. As Allen takes a snap, rolls out to the left side. He's got a receiver at the 20, the 25, still in bounds. Oh, and he is hit hard. And there's going to be another penalty as there's fights break out on the sideline here. That was a real unnecessary hit as the police get involved. So it was a late hit on the Brenham Cubs as Damian Perez caught that ball. He was out of bounds and then got hit, and the Cedar Creek player did not like the way that unfolded, and then retaliation after retaliation after retaliation amounted in a brawl breaking out on the Cedar Creek bench here with 3:23 to go. We're going to see how this unfolds as flags flew. I'm sure it's going to be offsetting. There might be an ejection, it just depends, but there was not any. We're going to turn down the crowd mic a little bit because we got a few unhappy campers over there that are using a little bit of profanity. So we're going to go ahead and turn that down. So we're going to see if the reception stays. So far, they're marking the ball. It'll be a first down if it stays, and it'll be about a 20-yard grab for Perez. We're just going to try to see. Looks like they're backing up the Cedar Creek Eagles. All right, so it looks like after everything's said and done, it's going to be penalties against the Brenham Cubs. So not only be a 20-yard pass reception, we're going to add 15 more yards onto that. Wow, that got out of hand really quick. And I mean, when the police officers run over and get involved, you know that the doo-doo just hit the fan. So a 3:23 to go here in the third. Everybody kind of recapturing their composure here as the Cedar Creek bench is trying to settle down a little bit. The Cedar Creek cheerleaders scattered like crazy just to get out of the way of all the players and stuff being thrown and pushed and shoved, and it all started with a late hit out of bounds by the Brenham Cubs, and the Cedar Creek Eagles just stepped to the occasion to protect their players. Oh, I didn't notice it until just now, and this, not trying to sound sexist or not, but there's a female officiant out there tonight. I did not notice that until just now. She is looks like one of the line judges. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bastrop Signs first down right at the 50-yard line. McLaughlin collects his thoughts, got one setback, 2 receivers to the top side, playing off the near hash mark. That ball snapped over. It's not McLaughlin. I forgot that's Brian Allen. And that high snap goes right through his hands, and everything that was gained on that penalty is now lost with a 12-yard fumble that the Eagles actually recovered. So that's going to be taken all the way back to the Eagle 38-yard line, where to bring up 2nd down and 22. All right, Allen got one setback. Another high snap. Not sure what's going on down there, but he's having to scramble to save his life. He's going to go down again for a loss. I'm not sure who's snapping that ball. It's Deuce Cutshaw over the top of the ball, and he just can't get that ball under control. I mean, Brian Allen and Brock McLaughlin are about the same size, so it's not like he's having a height difference there. And they're going to back that one up another 7 yards. And the parents of Deuce are right down here, and they're not happy with the situation either. Cutshaw with the snap. Hands it off to Winston. And he's met for maybe 1 yard. But nonetheless, going to bring up about 4th down and 27. Are you listening on your phone down there, Kelly? She's got her earbuds in. I'm thinking she's probably listening. So Deuce is the center, and normally he's not. Normally he plays like right guard, so I'm not sure why A.J. Siner's not the regular snapper. And this ball is punted away by McLaughlin, grabbed by number 6 at the 39-yard line, and he's off to the races up into Cedar Creek territory and finally gets met and shoved out of bounds at the Cedar Creek, looks like about the 38-yard line. It's going to be about a 23-yard punt return. So Brenham Cubs are coming with 55 seconds left to go in the third, up 42-7 over the Eagles. Let the ball be placed at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for, I don't know if Stackhouse is still in it now. I can't see his number. It doesn't look like it. That's number 14 for the Brenham Cubs. Now he hands that one off to number 17. He's met immediately for no gain. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage. That ball carried by Alandric Andrade, and the new quarterback for the Brenham Cubs is Rylan Wooten. 5'9", 160-pound sophomore for the Cubs. Second down and 10 for the Cubs. Wooten at the helm for Brenham. Sends one in motion, has one setback. That ball snapped, handed off. Keeps on the play action, goes up the right side. Wooten's got some legs, and he's going to walk into the end zone. The 37-yard rushing touchdown. Backup quarterback takes it to the promised land for the Brenham Cubs. Play action. One thing that Brenham Cubs do well, I tell you, they fooled me a couple of times tonight. Not that that's saying a whole lot, but at the same time, their play action is definitely something that they work on in practice because it's done very well. He took off to that left side. They thought he handed it off to the left side going up to with number 17 there, Alandric Andrade. They thought he had the ball and just opened up the whole right side. And Wooten just walked into the end zone as Bender stays perfect on the night. 49-7. Here, 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Oops. "37-yard rushing touchdown by the sophomore Rylan Wooten." Pretty sure this is not the way the Eagles wanted to end the season. I mean, the numbers were definitely stacked against them coming into the game against Brenham, but you always want to come in and make a show of it. And in the first quarter, it looked pretty good, back and forth, and then it quickly got out of hand. All right, kickoff return by Davin Winston. Boys are just playing a lot of contact, a lot playing pretty rough tonight. A lot of after play, what we call football shenanigans as the third quarter comes to the end. And that brings up 12 minutes left in this contest here from Memorial Stadium. Creek broadcast team, SHN Sports.
You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
It'll be interesting to see what the handshake holds for at the end of the game. So Bastrop signs and banner first down from the 25 in Cedar Creek territory. 12 minutes on the ticker. McLaughlin back in the game for the Eagles. That pass intended for Aiden Prinz, overthrows him. Second down and 10 for the Eagles. They're starting that play clock kind of late, but nonetheless, the Eagle advantage. 20 seconds to show on the play clock. McLaughlin, empty backfield, 4 receiver split. Looking to throw on the screen. That ball caught by Damian Perez, and he's tackled hard for maybe a gain of 1 yard. That tackle by number 18 for the Brenham Cubs, Brandon Ward. He caught that ball on the, never even had a chance to turn and run before Ward swallowed him up. 3rd and 9. Ball at the Eagle 26-yard line. One setback with Winston off the right shoulder. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Got a little time. Scrambles off to the left side and just throws that one away. That's going to be 4th down and 9. It's going to force the Eagles to punt deep in their own zone, as McLaughlin gets up a little gingerly and hobbles across the field. McLaughlin standing on his own 15. Waiting on the long snap. Lets it go. Low kick. Takes a Eagle bounce. Nice Eagle bounce. Going to go out of bounds probably right around the 23, 24-yard line. Actually looks like they're going to mark it at the 22-yard line. And a nice punt by McLaughlin, but the Brenham Cubs will start 1st and 10 at their own 22 with 10:51 to go in the game. Kind of a hush over the crowd. Even the band's kind of quiet. They might have packed up already. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think they would. That's not the style of the Cedar Creek marching band to pack up and leave early unless they're told to. That carry's going to end up in a loss of 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12. Ball's now sitting at the 20-yard line. It's like number 24 carried that ball. Probably one of the worst field positions that Brenham Cubs has started on a series tonight. There's a snap and the handoff up the middle. Follows his right tackle. Picks up about 4 yards on the carry. He'll come up about the 24-yard line. We're going to call it 6 yards on the carry. .9:30 to go here in the game. 49-7, Brenham Cubs coming into the Eagles' nest and taking care of business tonight. Eagles are, Brenham's always been a tough team. Wooten with the handoff. Bounces off a tackle. He's going to pick up a couple of yards. Going to get up near the 30 as the clock continues to run. Looks like about the 28-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 4. And Brenham's going to decide to punt for one of the few times in this game. Damian Perez deep for the Eagles. There's a snap. It's a low snap. Flag on the play. Looks like it's probably going to be an offside. There's a fake punt, but that one's read by Marco Portillo. And the Eagles will take over on downs pending the outcome of the penalty. Worst case scenario, the ball is, looks like it's going to be against the Eagles. Offsides, maybe. That's why Portillo maybe got to him so quickly. So the ball's being marked back at the 19-yard line after the loss on the fake punt. But I think regardless of the outcome of this, it's still not going to be enough for a first down. So it'll be 4th and 4. Oh, an automatic first down. There you go. Well,
After analysis, Brenham possession.
All right, so Brenham Cubs have it 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Wooten hands it off. Lots of running room up over the first down marker to the 50-yard line. That ball carried by number 16, Cameron Richardson. On about the 15-yard gain. First and 10 for the Cubs at the 50-yard line. Rylan Wooten still in the game for the Cubs, getting some snaps. Stackhouse did his job. He's sitting. Give Wooten some time to get ready for the playoffs. He hands that ball off up the middle. Number 23 on the carry for the Cubs. That's a new young man we haven't mentioned yet. Trenton Gilbert. He's a running back. He's a 5'8", 165-pound sophomore. And he picked up 5 on that carry. 2nd and 5 from the 45-yard line to Eagle territory. Wooten with the handoff to Gilbert again. Gets up near the first down marker over the 40 to about the 39. That will be enough for the Brenham Cub first down. Picks up 6 on the carry. So the Eagles just have not had an answer for the Brenham Cub offense tonight. Wooten with one setback, 2 receivers to the top. Has the snap, hands that one off to Richardson again. I'm sorry, that's number 15. That's not a 16. That's Rodarius Lee, another newcomer to the game tonight. Let's see what he wrote. Rodarius. He's a 5'10", 175-pound senior.
2 yards for Brenham. Second and 9 for Ghosts.
We second down and 9 on the 1-yard gain. Wooten eating up the clock. 5 minutes exactly to go in the game. Gets the snap, hands that one off to Rodarius again. Flag comes in on the backside. Maybe some unnecessary stuff going on in the secondary there. There's a couple of new players in for the Eagles. Number 17, Malik Frank. He's a defensive sophomore. Getting some action. This one's going to go against Brenham. They're going to walk off 10, so probably a holding call. That's going to bring up second down and 19 at the 48-yard line, still in Cedar Creek territory. This ball is handed off to Richardson again, or I'm sorry, to Gilbert. Gilbert, strong young man. Gets all the way up to about the 41-yard line. Going to pick up about 8 yards on the carry. I'll place that crowd, Mike. A little different next time. Away from the daycare. All right, Wooten on the snap, or on the shotgun position. One setback, drags that one down. Oh, and he's met quickly. And going to get about a 3-yard loss, and that great jump on that tackle was Jerry Torres. To force that 3-yard loss. Bring up 4th and 13. We'll see what the Brenham Cubs have up their sleeve. Looks like they're going to go for it. 2:56 to go in the third. Wooten still at the helm. 2 receivers top, 1 near side. Single coverage on the sophomore, Malik Frank, and he's going to carry that one up. And it'll be a turnover on downs by the Brenham Cubs as he picks up about 8 yards on the carry, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. And it'll be first down, Cedar Creek on the Bastrop signs and banners. Cedar Creek first down at the 34-yard line. All right, Brian Allen back in for the Eagles at the quarterback position. Davin Winston in the setback. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top side. Allen looks to throw it on a screen. Gets Perez on the reception, gets out over the 40 before he's finally forced out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. He's going to pick up, looks like 9 yards on the carry, or on the pass, I mean. Some of these Eagles are going to be missed next year. We're losing $24 seniors next year. And Winston bumbles and jumbles, gets up over the first down marker. He drug a couple of Brenham Cubs with him. That'll be a bass drop, signs and banners. I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like the hold. Oh, looks like a fumble recovery by the Brenham Cubs. Oh, okay. So that's a turnover. I believe Davin Winston was the carrier on that play. And that's going to bring the Brenham Cubs 1st and 10 from the Cedar Creek 46-yard line. 2:18 to go in the game. Wooten comes in for the Cubs. 2 receivers split, 1 top, 1 bottom, 1 setback. Hands that one off up the middle. That looks like Gilbert again on the carry. They're going to give him 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 42-yard line. As the clock keeps on ticking and the hits keep on coming. So other than about the first 7 minutes of the game, the Brenham Cubs have pretty much dominated the whole game. There was a little bit of exchange there in the first quarter as Wooten just takes a knee on 2nd and 6. Clock keeps ticking. Eagles have 3 timeouts, but at this, what's the point? At this juncture, clock ticks down to 1 minute. Not much of a post game, folks. The Eagles did not amount to a whole lot of offense in the second half. Unfortunately, couple of punts, 2 fumbles, but one of them was recovered by the Eagles, but nonetheless it was for minus 12 yards. Wooten takes another knee. Tempers are starting to flare on both sides of the ball. The Eagles are just frustrated. 27 seconds left. Can't stop the clock. The Brenham Cubs are just going to leave the field just to avoid any kind of altercation. And the Cedar Creek Eagles are going to drop another tough one, 49-7 here at Memorial Stadium to finish out their 2020 football season. 2-5 in district play. 2-8 overall. As the players come to the center of the field, coaches are in the middle, kind of running the gauntlet. But nonetheless, the Brenham Cubs move to 6-1 on their season. As the Eagles play the fight song. So Davin Winston, he carried the ball 6 times in the second half for about 11 yards and had 1 fumble. And Damian Perez caught the ball twice for 12 yards, or I'm sorry, for 32 yards. His long on the quarter or on the half was 20. 2 punts, 1 turnover on downs, and no points for the Cedar Creek Eagles in the second half as the Brenham Cubs tallied 2 more touchdowns to take it to a total of 49-7 as we round out this 2020 football season. It's been interesting. We made it through. We made it through with without any postponements or COVID-related issues, other than a couple of kids for close contact type issues having to be quarantined on the football team. But for the most part, the Cedar Creek Eagles made it through the whole season with a near full roster. They had some injuries. Dominique Mojica, number 10, Henry Jones is nursing some injuries. He was our place kicker, a really good place kicker, as the Eagles play their fight song or school song. But for the most part, just to sum up the Cedar Creek Eagle football season, the first 3 games in preseason, they came out and got beat pretty good. They played really well against the Aikens Eagles, and that second half of the Aikens Eagles game carried them into the first 2 games of district with momentum to take on Elgin and Connolly and create victories out of those 2 games. And then after that, it all kind of just went downhill. We got into Eastview, we got into Rouse, we got into Bastrop, and then we just couldn't recover. And the final tally tonight, the Brenham Cubs here at Memorial Stadium, 49-7. So it's going to be a rebuilding year for the Eagles. Like I said, we're losing 24 seniors, and several of those are offensive and defensive linemen. So the Eagles are going to have to figure out a way to put a team together. It was kind of difficult this year. We didn't have a JV team because we had to combine the JV with the varsity in order to get enough people to even remotely be competitive. So that's just the way the whole Eagles season has kind of gone thus far, or as far as that's concerned. So the Eagles finish up 2-5 in district play and 2-8 in overall. And again, I want to thank everybody for listening, tuning in this season. If you have any comments or any complaints or any gripes or whatever, I will take your emails at thecreekbroadcastnetwork@gmail.com. thecreekbroadcastnetwork@gmail.com. If you want to drop a line just to say, hey, thank you, or go jump off a pier, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter to me. I'm here for the kids, and like I said, I volunteer my time for this. So, on behalf of the Creek broadcast team, myself, Pistol Pete, my son Bart Riefel, he's on video this whole season. Fortunately, he stayed home from UTSA and virtually took his classes. And luckily for me, or else we wouldn't have had any video because I wouldn't have had anybody to run it. So thank you to him. Huge thanks to him. And Sam Houston, and the time he had to set in. Kevin Newsom, my daughter's fiance, he sat in a couple of times to help us out. And all of our sponsors, Uncharted Adventures, State Farm Insurance, Bastrop Signs and Banners, Bastrop Materials, Stone and Material, Roscoe State Bank, especially Roscoe State Bank, and Schlotsky's Deli of Bastrop and Elgin, Bastrop Signs and Banners. We thank you all. We bid you a fond adieu. I want everybody to stay safe. Don't let your guard down. I know City of Austin just moved into Stage 4. What that means for you, I don't know. But be careful. Wear your mask. Use your social distancing. Be careful over Thanksgiving. We don't want to bury anybody. We don't want to get anybody sick and have to spend Thanksgiving and the Christmas holidays planning funerals. We do not want to do that. So on behalf of the Creek broadcast team and SHN Sports, I'm Pistol Pete signing off. 2020 Cedar Creek Eagle football. Your final score, Cedar Creek 7, Brenham Cubs 49.